Well, hey everybody. It's time for another round of songs, and I thought today we would sing about the garden. You know, there is a lot of time being spent out in our yards working in those gardens, and I know some of you have planted some seeds. I know some of you kaleidoscope kids have gotten some seeds and planted them in the jars, and you're watching the roots go down and up, or the stems come up. So I thought maybe I'd do some more songs about little things that are growing. And one of the hardest things about having a garden is sometimes little critters come and eat things, right? Snails, maybe some other little critters. I know a lot of us lose a lot of our plants to deer around here on Orcas Island. Those deer, I tell ya. And you know what else? You know what got so much of my stuff last year? Bunnies. So many bunnies. So first let's sing about the bunnies. Maybe if we sing about the bunnies, they'll listen to the song and they'll leave our garden alone. And so you know this song. It's John the Rabbit. So you're part of this song. I'm going to sing Oh John the Rabbit, and you're going to sing Yes Ma'am. So look for the spot where I say yes ma'am and see if you can do it. You can shout it. You're in your own house. You can go yes ma'am. Or you can sing it, yes, ma'am, and then I'll give you some other options later. But first, let's just sing the song once, and you say yes, ma'am, between the lines that I sing. Ready? Here we go. Oh, John the Rabbit, yes, ma'am, got a mighty habit, yes, ma'am. He's jumping in my garden, yes, ma'am. He's cutting down my cabbage, yes, ma'am. My sweet potatoes, yes, ma'am. My fresh tomatoes, yes, ma'am. And if I live, yes, ma'am, to see next fall, yes, ma'am, I ain't gonna have, yes, ma'am, a garden at all. And here you say, no, ma'am, at the very end. Now, instead of saying yes, ma'am, or how about when you say yes, ma'am, can you also clap? So I'm going to say, oh, John the Rabbit, and you say, yes, ma'am, and you clap. I'll have my ukulele clap. When you hear that, that's when you clap. Yes, ma'am. Ready? Oh, John the Rabbit, yes, ma'am, got a mighty habit, yes, ma'am, jumping in my garden, clap, clap. Jumping or cutting down my cabbage, yes, ma'am. My sweet potatoes, yes, ma'am. My fresh tomatoes, yes, ma'am. And if I live, yes, ma'am, to see next fall, yes, ma'am, I ain't gonna have, yes, ma'am, a garden at all. Ready? Do lots of clapping. No, How about you hop this time? I'm going to say, oh, John the Rabbit, and you can say, hop, hop, okay? You can get up on your feet and hop. Oh, John the Rabbit, and you say, yes, ma'am, you hop like a little bunny. 2 hops. 1, 2. Ready? Oh, John the Rabbit, hop, hop. Got a mighty habit, yes, ma'am. Are you hopping? Jumping in my garden, yes, ma'am. Cutting down my cabbage, hop, hop. My sweet potatoes, yes, ma'am. My fresh tomatoes, hop, hop. And if I live, yes, ma'am, to see next fall, yes, ma'am, I ain't gonna have, hop, hop, a garden at all. Oh, you get to do so much hopping. Ready? No, hop, 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 hop. One big hop at the end. Hop. Well done. Are you all warmed up? Are you ready to go out and plant that garden? Not yet. Stay with me. Sing a little bit more. Let's see. The next song on my list is... Now it's got some more jumping involved. So I planted some little pea sprouts this week. They're coming up, they're coming out. They start as these little round peas, and then they started to grow, and then they're gonna go when they grow into their vines and the peas come out, they're going to be in that little pea pod. And when I open up the pea pod, there'll be little peas in there. You know what song I'm talking about, right? So you're going to be little peas. Can you get so small? You have to get on the ground and be a little pea and be so tiny. And then you're going to listen. I'm going to say 5 little peas in a pea pod pressed. And you're going to be on the ground. You're going to be like that. You're going to be so small. And then I'm going to say 1 grew, 2 grew, and then you start to grow. So do all the rest. They grew and they grew until they could not stop. And then one day the pod went pop. And when that pop happens, you're going to jump up and you're going to strike a pose. You jump up and you freeze into a funny pose, kind of like popcorn. You freeze into a funny pose. And maybe if you have somebody there with you, they can try to copy your pose that you do, like I do when we're all together. So, okay, I'm going to do it a couple times. Ready? 5 little peas. Are you down on the ground? Get tiny. In a pea pod pressed. 1 grew, 2 grew, and so did all the rest. Are you growing? They grew and they grew till they could not stop. And then one day the pod went pop. Okay, freeze. Are you in? Did you pop up into a pose? Are you frozen? Oh, I wish I could see you. I wonder what crazy poses you're coming up with. Let's do it again. This time, you have to be in a completely, when you pop up, you have to choose something totally different. Totally different. Ready? 5 little peas in a pea pod pressed. 1 grew, 2 grew, and so did all the rest. They grew and they grew till they would not stop. And then one day the pod went pop. Are you in another pose? Frozen. Look around. You can only move your eyeballs. What do you see from your frozen pose? Okay, my little pea pod, let's do it one more time. Ready? Tiny, tiny, tiny. Get down small. 5 little peas in a pea pod pressed. 1 grew, 2 grew, and so did all the rest. They grew and they grew till they could not stop. And then one day, the pod went pop. Okay. You're frozen. Oh, I wish I could copy. A lot of times, there's this happening. There's a lot of pea pods that freeze in that position. But now you're going to dance around. Ready? Oh, you're going to dance because you're still a pea. You can unfreeze yourself. Ready? The peas, they danced all over the floor. The peas, they danced all over the floor. The peas, they danced all over the floor. When the pod went pop, pop. Freeze. When I do that last pop, you have to freeze. Okay. I'm going to put those peas in the pot and boil them up. Ready to bubble around in the pot? Ready to bubble? What does it look like when you're bubbling around? Let's see that dancing. Oh, the peas, they bubbled up in the pot. The peas, they bubbled up in the pot. The peas, they bubbled up in the pot. When the pot went pop, pop. You frozen? Okay. Now, you have a plate of peas. You ready? Eat your peas right off your plate. Can you make a plate with your hand and eat them? Oh, I ate my peas right off my plate. I ate my peas right off my plate. I ate my peas right off my plate. When the pot went pop, pop. Freeze. Did you freeze with a mouthful of peas? Now, they're in your tummy. They're going to slosh. Can you do like a tummy dance? Can you make your tummy roll around? There's a bunch of peas sloshing around. Oh, the peas, they sloshed all around in my tummy. The peas, they sloshed all around in my tummy. The peas, they sloshed all around in my tummy. When the pod went pop, pop. You had to freeze in your tummy dance. Okay. Whew, one more time. Let's dance around on the floor. Ready? We're going to bounce on the floor. Oh, the peas, they bounced all over the floor. The peas, they bounced all over the floor. The peas, they bounced all over the floor. When the pod went pop, pop. Oh, let's do that one more time. Ready to bounce? Oh, the peas, they bounced all over the floor. The peas, they bounced all over the floor. The peas, they bounced all over the floor. When the pod went pop, pop. Oh, good popping. Now, let's think about, okay, those peas can stop rolling around, and now you're going to be something with roots. You know, we're growing all those things. The Kaleidoscope kids, when they planted their little seeds, they planted them in a way they could see that the roots were going to go down. And so your roots are your feet, and you got to make those solid roots. What's something out there that has roots? Look outside your window. I'm looking out of my window. I see my apple tree. I see my little maple tree. I see my peach tree. I see some rhododendrons. I see where I planted some sunflowers. Let's be those things. Ready? But actually, first let's start. Well, we'll do my apple tree first. We'll be my apple tree growing in the yard. Oh wait, no, let's save the apple tree for later. Let's do that big old maple tree that's at the school. You know that giant maple tree that's growing at our school, at the public school? Let's sing about that one. Ready? I am the maple tree growing at the school. I am the maple tree growing at the school. I am the maple tree growing at the school. My roots go down. Your roots go down. Can you stomp on the ground and make your roots so strong on the ground? Ready? March. My roots go down, down to the earth. My roots go down, down to the earth. My roots go down, down to the earth. My roots go down. Okay, we did that maple tree. You know, I think about on Orcas Island we have madrona trees. They're gorgeous, but you know, they grow in these funny, they grow on the cliffs. And they kind of reach into these weird shapes. Can you grow like a madrona tree in a weird shape? Pretend you're on a cliff. Ready? I am the madrona tree growing on the cliff. I am a madrona tree growing on the cliff. I'm a madrona tree growing on the cliff. My roots go down. Ready, roots? March! My roots go down, down to the earth. My roots go down, down to the earth. My roots go down, down to the earth. My roots go down. Now, let's be that apple tree. Ready? You're going to grow some apples. You're going to grow, and there's going to be apples. I wonder if you have somebody in your house that can pick some apples off of your tree. Take a big bite. Ready? It's the apple trees grow in orchards. So we're going to sing the apple tree growing in the orchard. Ready? I am an apple tree growing in the orchard. I am an apple tree growing in the orchard. I am an apple tree growing in the orchard. My roots go down. My roots go down, down to the earth. My roots go down, down to the earth. My roots go down, down to the earth. My roots go down. Now, what else is there? We've done a lot of trees. You guys want to be a seed? Be a little carrot. We were already peas. How about you're a carrot? You know, carrot seeds are like the smallest seeds I can see. They're just so tiny. You have to make yourself so small, and then you're going to grow up. Okay, ready? And then somebody might pick you and eat you. Ready? I am a carrot seed growing in the garden. I am a carrot seed growing in the garden. I am a carrot seed growing in the garden. My roots go down. Ready? My roots go down, down to the earth. My roots go down, down to the earth. My roots go down, down to the earth. My roots go down. Let's do another one. Let's do a flower this time. I said I planted sunflowers with their big faces, and you know, the sunflowers, they follow the sun. Where's the sun? Can you point your little face to the sunflower? Pretend you're looking around for the sun. Ready? I am a sunflower growing in the sun. I am a sunflower growing in the sun. I am a sunflower growing in the sun. My roots go down. My roots go down, down to the earth. My roots go down, down to the earth. My roots go down, down to the earth. My roots go down. I feel like maybe we can do one more. You know, my favorite thing that grows are blackberries. I love blackberries. I don't like the thorns so much, but the blackberries I love. So let's talk about the blackberries growing on the vine. You can grow out. Don't poke anybody. Ready? I am the blackberries growing on the vine. I am the blackberries growing on the vine. I am the blackberries growing on the vine. My roots go down. Last time, ready? My roots go down, down to the earth. My roots go down, down to the earth. My roots go down, down to the earth. My roots go down. One more time. My roots go down, down to the earth. My roots go down, down to the earth. My roots go down, down to the earth. My roots go down. I hope you got some good marching with your roots going down. Let's do one. Uh-oh. You know what? I think the bunnies are back. Those bunnies are back. We started with a song about John the Rabbit. We sang about our garden, and they said, ooh, sounds tasty. and they came back. But you know what? Let's sing them. I think they're going to sleep. You know, this is the little bunnies taking a nap. Let's sing about things that jump around. Little bunnies sleeping. So with this song, there's a slow part and there's a fast part. So for the slow part, you have to curl up on the ground and take a nap. Can you do that? I can't do that because I have to play my ukulele, but you curl around. And then you listen for the rooster. Because the rooster wakes up those bunnies or all the hopping things. And then they jump up and they pop. Or they don't pop. That was the peas. They hop. Okay, ready? Ready? Get down on the ground. You're going to take your little nap. Little bunnies sleeping. Are you sleeping? Sleeping near till noon. Won't somebody wake them with a merry tune? Little bunnies sleeping, oh so still. Ready? Listen for that rooster. Wake up! Wake up, little bunnies, and hop, hop, hop. Wake up, little bunnies, and hop, hop, hop. Hop with your brothers and your sisters and your friends. Hop down, lean, and back again. Wake up, little bunnies, and hop, hop, hop. Wow, did you hop around? I'm putting you back to sleep. Let's see, you won't be bunnies this time. What else hops? Frogs. I'm hearing lots of frogs. Little froggies sleeping. Are you sleeping? Sleeping near till noon. Won't somebody wake them with a merry tune? Little bunnies sleeping, oh so still. Wake up, little froggies, and hop, hop, hop. Wake up, little froggies, and hop, hop, hop. Hop with your brothers and your sisters and your friends. Hop down, lean, and back again. Wake up, little froggies, and hop, hop, hop. I have to remember what I'm singing about. Are you hopping? Oh, it's time to go back to sleep. What else? What else is something that hops? How about kangaroos? There's kangaroos that are napping. I wonder if kangaroos eat things out of gardens. I don't know that. Little kangaroos are sleeping, sleeping near till noon. Won't somebody wake them with a merry tune? Little kangaroos are sleeping, oh so still. Wake up, little kangaroos, hop, hop, hop. Wake up, little kangaroos, hop, hop, hop. Hop with your brothers and your sisters and your friends. Hop down, lean, and back again. Wake up, little kangaroos, hop, hop, hop. Woo! Is that all the hopping things there are in the world? No! What else hops? How about a little bug? We sang about bugs last week. How about a grasshopper? Last one. Little grasshoppers are sleeping, sleeping near till noon. Won't somebody wake them with a merry tune? How do grasshoppers snore? Little grasshoppers are sleeping, oh so still. Wake up, little grasshoppers, hop, hop, hop. Wake up, little grasshoppers, hop, hop, hop. Hop with your brothers and your sisters and your friends. Hop down, lean, and back again. Wake up, little grasshoppers, hop, hop, hop. Wake up, little grasshoppers, hop, hop, hop. Hop with your brothers and your sisters and your friends. Hop down, lean, and back again. Wake up, little grasshoppers, hop, hop, hop. Hop, hop, hop. Woo! That was a lot of hopping. You got to do lots of hopping today. Hopping and popping. You got to do both. Okay. I'll be back in a couple days. I'm going to read a garden book or sing a garden book. And I will see you next time. Okay, bye.